Hello, I'm Colonel Steve Akeley. Since I live in St. Louis, I find myself traveling to bourbon country by myself quite frequently. Exploring the best that Kentucky has to offer by yourself is actually quite fun. When it comes to drinking bourbon though, that's something that I like to do with my friends. Inevitably, when you are drinking bourbon, you end up talking about things that you used to do. Fun things that you used to enjoy on TV, pop culture, that type of thing. And that's exactly what this show is. We're gonna get together with some friends, drink, and we're gonna reminisce. Welcome to Bourbon Reminiscing.
We're mixing again.
I thought, but we're really mixing this one. All right, Jurassic Park, the first movie.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I want it to happen in real life.
What?
Jurassic Park.
This has got to be in your wheelhouse.
It is.
Yep.
I remember being at my grandma's house and watching this movie. And I remember my oldest cousin being obsessed with it. This is the launch of our craze of everyday SUV driving. This is where it all started.
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
It all started with the Ford Explorer in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I like to believe this could happen. To me, I'm a huge dinosaur fan. I loved the movie. I thought it was just absolutely perfect. There was a few things scientifically about it I kind of fell short, but I believe in that as much as people should.
I think that this really could happen. Thank you. But I don't want it to happen because as much as I love the original, and then there's like closure and yay, like all is not lost. Oh, that's nice.
Terrifying. It was. Totally. I can't remember how old I was when I saw it, but the velociraptors have haunted me ever since.
So I just remember the girl in the Jeep in the water.
The water.
It was
the
so
ripples.
suspenseful and so scary.
And her face, like her eyes, she was really good at getting that.
She was a great actress. I don't remember her name or if she's even done anything after, but she was so good in that role.
Yeah, and I think we could all put ourselves into her shoes.
For sure.
Be like, what the hell? There's a dinosaur running after me.
But
What
like,
do you do?
a little part of me is like, it'd be so cool if somebody brought dinosaurs back in a dinosaur zoo. And then I'm like, oh, there's so many movies to tell us that's a terrible thought.
Well, if there were a way to only bring back the herbivores,
I want T-Rex.
maybe that would work.
I definitely want a T-Rex.
Could we make the T-Rex a herbivore?
My God, what a great movie. 4 stars. 4.5. 5 stars. I can even, to this day, I could find you the seat I sat in the movie theater in like 1993 watching that movie. And with that scene when they're in the field and there's the giant CGI dinosaurs and there's nothing like that in Hollywood. Oh, it was great.
Wouldn't it be cool to like go
To have dinosaurs?
Yeah.
No.
As long as they're controlled in a park. It's like an
The
amusement
whole
park.
point of that movie was they couldn't contain them and they killed people.
Dinosaurs.
That would be cool.
Well, no, but dinosaurs are cool.
I personally, I loved, Jeff Goldblum was perfect in that movie. One of my favorite scenes is when he walks up and they're out in the field and they see the big pile of dung there. He just in classic Jeff
She's
Goldblum.
like,
Reaching in there and he's like, oh, that's a big pile of shit.
life will find a way.
That's right.
My favorite part is when they do they just doing it. Look at the bourbon.
Oh.
And then like it does the thing.
Yep.
And they're in the car and he's like, T-Rex is coming.
Now, okay, you said you think Bigfoot's out there. Do you think there's dinosaurs out there that still roam the
There
earth?
are. There's dinosaurs around us right now.
No, I know,
Birds.
but prehistoric, yes, but prehistoric dinosaurs, anything that made it
That made it through?
through the asteroid, no?
Well, maybe in water environment.
But Bigfoot did. Bigfoot made it, but the
Bigfoot is
dinosaurs
not
don't.
from the time of the dinosaurs.
He's
Bigfoot
after
is
it?
a descendant of an ape that came across the Bering Strait, and I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Like, You don't have to believe me.
No,
and I don't have to
do.
convince
I do.
you.
You're selling me on this hardcore.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, okay.
I respect your non-belief in Bigfoot. Just ask you to respect my belief in him.
I do.
Not have to justify it to you.
No, I'm not. I'm not asking for that at all.
I didn't sleep for a while after that, and that doesn't make any sense because you're like, there are no dinosaurs, and yet I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So there's like an island that has like Komodo dragons, which are technically dinosaurs.
Yeah, and they're poisonous.
I want to go pet one.
They're poisonous.
I still want to. It's not going to bite me.
Yes, it is, and it's poisonous.
So this is my top tier world-class impression of Jeff Goldblum, and specifically, it's Jeff Goldblum ordering from a French menu that he's confused about. The escargot, what would you say is, if I were to, the thing is, life finds a way. It's Jeff Goldblum ordering from a French menu he doesn't quite understand.
1 star.
Two all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
That's it.
That's the whole
The
clip
one
for
and
you.
only.
Oh, I can talk a lot about Big Macs. I love it. Love Big Macs. Always have.
Freaking Thousand Island dressing. It's a couple
But yeah,
little.
it's a Thousand Island dressing and bread and lettuce and tomato and burger. I mean,
I don't eat. I really don't even eat McDonald's. I don't know.
I still love McDonald's to this day.
I'll let you do it. Whatever. Roll it. Roll it. Tell them
You
about
don't
it.
like Big Macs? I mean, I can't tell you a lot about Big Macs other than the fact that I like them.
If I've eaten one in my life ever, like I don't think I've eaten one.
Well, strong opinion because I can't eat it.
Oh no!
Well, it's dirty meat.
Is it the special sauce?
No, it's the actual meat.
All right.
That's not grass-fed or good for you.
No.
It's got steroids and hormones in it that make me break out and go to the hospital.
Oh, no Big Macs here. Cancel the Big Mac order, please.
Big Macs. Oh, join me here. Let's sing this together. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
No.
Eight Big Macs.
I've never actually had one, but I remember the song from the commercial.
Sing it.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
It seemed like you were singing.
Two.
I can't sing.
Do it. Sing it.
No, I can't
Sing it.
That's how they say it. Ooh, all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
2 words in there freak me out. Special sauce.
No. The special sauce is just Thousand Island dressing.
Exactly.
We all know this, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Thousand Island dressing. You know how I said I didn't prepare?
Yeah.
At all. I actually had a Big Mac Thursday night for dinner.
On purpose because of this?
Yes, because I hadn't had one for at least 5 to 10 years. I'm not a Big Mac fan, not a Thousand Island dressing guy.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a double cheeseburger. I don't like that. There's like a slight insert of mid bun. No, but it's a bottom bun that they shove it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. They just had a bunch
Definitely
of extra,
not an extra top bun. It's an extra bottom bun that's shoved in between.
Yep.
And that just throws the ratio of bread to meat off too much.
Yeah, it's too much bread, not enough meat.
All that shit.
Is the Big Mac, was that the first, wasn't the first sandwich, was it? What's the first sandwich they had? It had to be the hamburger, right? What about the fish sandwich? That was
No, it's their double shit with
the double-decker cheeseburger.
Yeah, no, but it's got Thousand Island dressing and shit on it.
So what? Is it
Special sauce.
Oh, the special.
It's probably got a little ketchup in it. It's probably why I didn't like it.
Yeah, right. Whatever. No, I'm out.
I love them. Still eating to this day.
I feel like it was more of a novelty, and then
I think it was a 4-star dish.
All right.
And I would love to have it if I wouldn't go to the hospital in hives.
Hey, do you remember the McDLT? And it had a 2-sided thing, and one side kept the hot side hot, and the other kept the cold side cold. It was an oversized styrofoam.
That's bad idea.
I know, but it didn't last long. But I love the McDLT. Nothing made me feel more like a 11-year-old badass than walking into a McDonald's and ordering a McDLT.
But who sat in that boardroom and decided that was a good idea?
Beats me.
Terrible idea.
You know the Big Mac, the number one, right? The Big Mac.
That's the one they said, "Where's the beef?"
No,
Where's the beef?
that was Wendy's, but yeah, that's close enough. I mean, you're in the bar.
Arby's, ain't it? Where's the beef? That's Arby's.
No,
ain't
that's different. We have the meats.
Yeah, the meats.
Yeah, we have the meats. Why do I know all these?
That old woman is on television there. Where's the beef? That's what she'd say. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
What was that for? Wendy's?
That was for Wendy's. That was Clara Peller. Where's the beef?
Yeah.
If I said to you, you can use my pillow, it just has special sauce on it, would you be like, yeah, it's okay? Would you think like that would enhance the pillow? No, you wouldn't. So, special sauce, no go.
Love the Three Stooges.
They're classic, yeah. Everyone's done the little eye thing.
Yeah, everybody loves that. I mean, the new movie was awful. The remake they did a couple years ago, maybe longer than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, it was terrible.
Three Stooges, but 4, but only 3 at a time.
Yep.
I do remember this.
Shemp and Mo, Shemp and Mo. Always
Larry.
switch out. Yep, Larry, Curly.
Shemp and Mo,
Yep.
yeah.
Who was your favorite? Were you a Mo or a Shemp?
Mo always struck me as kind of an asshole.
He was like the leader though, you know.
Yeah, but he was just kind of like.
He was a hard.
Am I allowed to say asshole?
He was a hard rear.
Okay.
You know, he was like whenever they worked in like the shoe factory or the other factories or went to the dentist, he was always like the first one to start pulling teeth or like hitting them on the head with hammers.
Definitely
and all
like
stuff.
a doer. He was he had some gusto. I don't know why I always thought of him as being mean.
This is the God's honest truth. My dad, I was a kid, and my dad was out mowing the lawn, like in mid-stroke, and and I called him mid-stroke, like mowing the lawn, like he was in the path, he was mowing it, and I called him. I said, "The Three Stooges are on," and I was screaming at him. And he shut the mower down right then and came and watched Three Stooges with me. Three Stooges are freaking awesome.
Good when you're 7, right?
Yeah, funny, but unfunny. But I mean, large following. They're a big thing.
Yeah, definitely. There's even like classes in college to study Three Stooges and Three Stooges experts.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I watch it every now and then. I'm like, what was I thinking?
Do you know there ended up being like 7 Three Stooges?
Really?
Yeah.
But I know there were 4.
Yeah, there was Larry,
Curly
Mo, and then Curly wasn't around. There was Shemp was one for a while. There was like Curly Joe, and then there was a few others. It was a rotating cast of Stooges.
Did you laugh when you watched the Three Stooges?
Not really. I know they're stupid what they're doing.
What about Curly? He was funny.
He didn't have hair on his head.
No, he didn't have no hair on his head. Sometimes you get on the floor and spin around.
Yeah, well.
He's laughing at that. I admit, he's laughing at the Stooges. He was given one line from the Stooges, and he cracks up.
You won't find 3 guys that can act like that together. So.
Yeah. And I don't know, that's like some really good training, the way they beat each other up.
Yeah, the slapstick, the fall down comedy, it was freaking awesome.
I wish that we lived in a time that we could bring back the crazy goofball, pokey poke antics of the Three Stooges.
They need that.
Yeah, but I think people are just too sensitive now. Everyone wants their space.
Yeah, and now kids are so impressionable. They watch that and they start trying to hit each other on the head with hammers
like
and all that stuff. Yeah, I know exactly.
How dare they?
Never seen an episode.
Oh, and Shemp. I hated Shemp at first because he took Curly's place. Love Curly is the best. And they're all like this short. They're all as short as me. They're like this big. And they always had big women that smack them around, do shit like that. But
so just like you.
Yeah, just like me. I mean, you get smacked around or whatever.
Not a big woman.
The Three Stooges were all like they were brothers. Some of them were brothers. And then they brought in Shemp and whatever. But Curly Russell or whatever his freaking name was.
Mo and Larry?
What?
Feeling left out.
You don't know anything about Three Stooges.
Oh, that's a good point. Continue.
And they didn't like each other.
No, and it showed. And those damn things, they couldn't do a damn thing right when you hired them for a job. They were terrible at everything they did. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I would flip past the channel if I came through and it was on. It's not a stop and see what they're up to. Because you know what they're up to.
I just can't get there anymore.
Yeah.
I used to watch them, and then like, that's kind of stupid to poke somebody like that. Like, you're really into it. I mean, you just stop it. Just hit them.
Yeah, I agree.
We watched the Three Stooges at your house.
Well, yeah, they're on. I mean, they're on right now.
Yeah, they're still on a
TV
little bit.
Land?
Yeah,
No,
not as much as they used to be.
You can get. I get them channels on that Arl. It's got all them old shows.
Okay.
Perry Mason, all of them.
Perry Mason. Yeah.
Matlock, all of them.
Yeah.
And I told you these shows that's on now ain't fit to watch.
Yeah. Other than Wheel of Fortune.
I guess the Wheel of Fortune was all right. It was a game show.
So when those things first came out, those were revolutionary to me. I'm big on people watching, and what's the greatest thing about it is no matter which one, some of those are way extreme over the top, some of them almost seem staged, but when they first came out, the first thing I thought of was I've seen similar stuff in Walmart. Like I've been in Walmart, I've seen these crazy, like just crazy people wearing crazy stuff and or not wearing crazy things or.
Yeah. So they got these emails they send around with just people shopping at Walmart, which doesn't sound like it'd be anything, but then you get the email and you open it up and then you get drug in. You got to read the whole thing because it's, people like me walking around in no shirt or something.
Do you know what email is, Papa?
Yeah, I don't get it on the internet.
What's your email address?
My email, I ain't got no email.
While I am not a fan of Walmart, I don't shop at Walmart ever. I do open those things up when people play because this shit's funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely hysterical the way people dress to go to freaking Walmart.
Yes. It's, oh my God, they're always great. Like the men in the like ridiculous women's clothing are like my favorite. Yeah. Like apparently they shop at Walmart, but they've never bought a mirror.
They're amazing. I love them. I love them so much. My favorite are the people who wear the nude colored leggings and it looks like they don't have pants on.
Why do those exist?
I don't know, but they're really entertaining.
Nobody should wear those under any circumstance. That color of leggings should not exist.
No, because it is just like leg color and then it looks like
you're naked.
That happened at the beach too. There was this woman at the beach this year and she had on, it had like a colored top, but then it had like that nude colored bottom and it looked like she didn't have pants on.
No, nobody should do that. That's a bad. Don't do that. No. Nobody should do that.
That's turned into a website too now. So,
yeah, exactly.
They basically just have people submit things. But I mean, at least it's funny seeing all the craziness going on. But at least they do draw the line somewhere, and they don't accept the images of people that are like mentally or physically handicapped.
Oh yeah.
So
it's always
it's just the random weird stuff.
It's always the person wearing their shirt over their head and their armpits and everything's hanging out. And they're sitting on those rascals and they're tipping sideways and it's the whole thing.
Wearing a costume or something to go shopping.
You ever read those things, Royce?
No.
People Walmart emails? No. How come?
I don't know. I don't have.
Just worried you might be in one of those?
Yeah.
Maybe you've been to Walmart. You could be in one.
I ain't got none of them things at the house to get emails.
Okay. We'll start a GoFundMe. Get your computer.
Never had a credit card in my life.
Proud of that, aren't you?
Yeah. Never.
Credit card? What about you get your points? So then you get your hotel miles.
The only
miles.
The only thing I owe each month is electric and telephone bill.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. What about?
I don't owe nobody else nothing.
Nothing else. Water bill?
Yeah, I pay water bill too now.
Ooh, I got them.
You got it.
I got them.
Well, my wife and I do like to play the game. Do you own a mirror when we're out people watching?
Yes.
Because people do not pay attention to what they're wearing and stuff. So.
And for the love of God, if you're leaving the house, put on real pants and real shoes.
I would think that should be a law. You have to wear real pants, real shoes when you leave your house.
Yes. So many PJs.
I mean, it is fun if you're leaving somewhere and your pants accidentally fall down, though. But, it's fun.
Good stuff.
No, Walmart's like where you go when you give up on just.
You just gave up on life.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't care. Nobody's gonna see me that's looking any better, so it's fine.
I love Walmart though because it's so convenient. I'm like, I can buy so many things here at one time. It's a one-stop shop. But when I go in, I'm like, this is a nightmare.
It's Walmart to me is sadness.
It's
like I just walk in and you're right. It's like people just gave up.
You gave up. You gave up on life. It's like I wear my Cookie Monster pajamas and I get to ride this motorized car
and just screw you. This is who I am right now.
I'm like, did you purposely make this choice or do you just not give a fuck?
I think it's a little of both.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
That's good. Good enough.
I don't like ribs.
Oh, I love ribs. I mean, I just can hear the song, My Baby
Yeah.
Back, Baby Back.
Yeah.
That's
And then they tried to make all their songs like that, didn't they? And it was like too far.
living in New Orleans. I mean, as you've been there, we don't have a lot of chain restaurants, so it's not something we get. You really have to go out of your way in New Orleans to go to Chili's. So.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I already feel like fat bastard, so I just can't, I can't really talk about that. Chili's Baby Back Ribs, I think this is like a perfect example of you don't think of a place for ribs in Chili's, but that will live on forever.
Yeah, like I've never actually eaten ribs at Chili's, but every time I think about ribs, I think of that song. Like it's in my head. I can't avoid it.
It's the best
like forever.
branding ever for a restaurant, for a place that most people just don't want to go to.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back. Chili's baby back ribs.
I don't know if I've ever been there.
Oh, whenever I hear that, all I think of is the song, and it gets stuck in your head.
I eat salmon at Chili's. I don't know why.
I bet it's good. I bet it's good salmon. I bet the burgers are good.
It's cheap. I might have had the ribs, but I don't remember it. So
I don't even think there's Chili's in the city proper.
Wow.
So we have to go outside of the city to get some baby backs.
It's like your basic bitch place to go eat is Chili's.
That and the old Outback Steakhouse. We have one of those, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't frequent Chili's. Chili's is like one of those places that like when we really have no money, but we need to get some decent amount of food, then we'll like pitch in and do like all of the many appetizers, and then we feel like we made it rain, but really like we could have made that in our microwave at home, so.
But think about what other rib on this planet besides the McRib, like the McRib sandwich at McDonald's, that's pretty high up there. What other rib on the planet is more popular than the Chili's baby back rib? You can't name one. Can you name? Can y'all name one? There's not a more popular rib on the planet. I'm telling you.
True story.
That is true. That's fact. Google it.
So when I was growing up, there were two choices. It was Chili's or Bennigan's. Did y'all have those?
We have a Chili's. I don't know what Bennigan's is.
It was pretty much the same thing.
We have like Chili's and Applebee's.
Oh yeah. All the same. all the same foods.
Okay, yeah.
They all had baby back ribs.
Yeah.
I don't eat the meats.
Yeah.
But
so
back then I did.
I don't care about ribs.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
But that song was great.
It was so catchy.
Whoever did their marketing in the 90s, fantastic job.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good.
Hope you're getting some residuals off that damn thing.
If someone said, in 2 seconds, name a fast casual dining place you can get ribs, I would say Chili's. Beyond that, I got nothing to add, except for that song. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
They've got a good happy hour.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby
Yes, Tang.
Never had it.
What?
Never had it.
What kind of childhood
I
did
know.
you have?
We had Kool-Aid. We had a Kool-Aid childhood.
We were Kool-Aid house.
Yeah.
But not like the packets that already came with the sugar in them. Like my grandma would buy those. I never knew why. They're massive.
Yeah.
But like the small flavor packets that then you add 2 cups of sugar to.
Yeah.
We're 15 years old, and we've got this thing, like a thermos, and we made Tang with vodka. And we went into the Hilton out in Hirschborn, and we went out and we would sit in the hot tub and get in the pool and all that shit. And we because they had like a swim club or whatever. And I mean, I went through this whole big deal. Like, the guy called me up to his office because we were invading. Like, we shouldn't have been there. And they're like, and so then he called my bluff. And I was like, well, fuck, I'm going to go up. I'll go up to your office. I don't give a shit. And I said, yeah.
What's in the thermos, sir?
No, they didn't even ask about the thermos. They were asking if we were members of the club. And I said, my mom and dad got divorced, and dad was supposed to pay the thing and shit like this. Like, I totally put it on him. And he said, you're still out of here. Like I said, you know, my mom and dad are divorced, and dad was supposed to pay the thing, and mom said we could come, and whatever. But we were drinking Tang and vodka.
Tang. Astronauts love Tang.
Tang.
The powdered drink.
Yeah,
it tastes vaguely orange, right? That's his thing. I can't tell you the last time I had Tang. When I was 7?
Yeah, something like
6?
that. And it's just powdery sugar.
Yeah.
Yep. But
I think
Tang,
it was 2 cups, but Tang was already ready to go. You just mixed it with
really?
water.
And then did that come in a packet or was it in a tub?
It came in like a plastic tub kind of thing, but you can get it in packets.
You can?
Yeah.
I should try
it's called
it.
a lot of different forms.
Yeah, I should try it.
It's very refreshing.
I probably had it like at a restaurant or something.
Citrus Dream.
Yeah, it was probably like later. I was like, "Can I have some orange juice?" They're like, "Yeah, sure you go." But yeah, you know, they took it to the moon. Didn't they take Tang to the moon?
Did they take Tang to the moon?
Yeah,
they took Tang to the moon.
because it was dehydrated. It didn't have any water in it, and all they do is add the water and probably shake it up or something. Do some kind of astronaut.
Yeah, but I mean, Tang really laid the groundwork for a lot of things. Now, 'cause I always take those little Noon. Are they called Noon? N-U-U-N? I don't know. Whatever they are. They're like little compressed tablets that just like fizz up when you add them to water with like electrolytes and what have you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I take those with me when I go out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
You've never had Tang?
Never.
Goddamn astronauts have Tang, man. What are you doing? Are you serious right now?
I've never had Tang. I was a Sunny D guy.
Fucking, these dudes are on the moon, and you got... That's why we were drinking it. And it's like, let's put some vodka to it. Let's put some fucking vodka.
Mix and match.
Yeah.
Mix and match.
Fuck, I'm ready to go to the moon. We were fucking...
It was a big thing for a while. People loved it.
I don't think it was a thing.
No, never was actually a thing?
I don't think it was. To be a thing, you have to be a thing. And it was not a thing.
It's powdered sugar.
Yeah, it's powdered sugar.
Yeah. I'll Tang to go, please. Here's your cup of powdered sugar.
But I'll tell you what I did like was the diet drink that was trying to be a thing that wasn't a thing. The pink can.
Tab?
Who?
Tab?
Tab,
sure.
Tab tried to be a thing, and I tried to push it into a thing.
Yeah? How did you go?
Well, I would take it to the basketball courts, and my boys would be, give me some. I'm like, okay, Tab's trying to be a thing, but it never got there.
Well, Tab didn't have saccharin that killed rats. Wasn't that Tab's problem, that it was possibly causing cancer to kill people? Because that'll hurt your market share a little bit.
I've got nothing. I was a Star Wars fan.
My brother, who is a big, huge, fat version of me, like he's tall, he's huge, he's fat, and we're completely opposites. Like my brother's completely opposites from me.
You're like the short version of that.
No, short he'd be like this tall, but no, he liked Star Trek. I freaking hated Star Trek.
Was he older or younger than you?
He's older than me. He's
Did
four.
did he make you like watch it, or like he have control of the TV?
No,
or-
yeah, he was like bigger. He was like, man, I'm getting ready to kick his ass and shit. And he watched Star Trek. I was like, man, this is stupid. And he wasn't into it.
I wasn't into
He's
it.
like, and he's like kind of goofy.
I like the Star. You know, I was into Star Wars. I never got into Star Trek for whatever reason. I don't know why. It just didn't interest me.
Goofy
My
bad.
dad
I
loved
love
it.
him to death. I love him to death. But we are complete opposites. Complete opposites.
So, to me, Star Trek, and there's people that like both, like everything, but to me, I don't like Star Trek at all. The movies were okay. Some of the original movies were good. The TV show, I probably never watched a single episode of Star Trek. It was just, to me, I just didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it at the time, probably. If I was to go back and watch it now, I'd probably like it as I was older. But back then, I was so far into the Star Wars world that I just couldn't let anything else in that genre in, so I kind of pushed it aside. But no, I was never a Star Trek guy. I watched some of the movies; they were okay. Was not a Star Trek guy.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Star Trek fan either. My dad, he watched it a lot whenever I was growing up, so I got to see it on TV every once in a while. He liked watching some of the old stuff, but I was more of the Star Wars fan too. They introduced me to everything Star Wars and Star Trek whenever I was growing up. So whenever I got to watch Star Trek, it was always with my dad. But I'm with you. I never was really a huge fan of it growing up. It was always I was more on the Star Wars side as well.
I never watched it. We never watched it. I have friends that have watched it, and I feel like I know enough from memes.
I get like the memes and like the pop culture trivia crap about it. Never watched it. Never
Can you
cared
do the
about it.
thing?
No, cannot.
You can't.
No, I feel like my joints don't work that way.
Wait, what do you say? I was about to say To Infinity and Beyond. That's Buzz Lightyear.
I was like, I'm your father, but that's Star Wars.
Nanu. That's Mork and Mindy.
I don't.
What did they say?
What did they say? Star Wars, Steve.
Not Star Wars. Star Trek.
Star Trek. I don't
Trek.
know. I didn't watch it. I don't know.
I don't know. Live long and prosper.
So
You know what the problem is with Star Trek is there's
it's like stupid.
Yeah, but there's too many. It's like Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation. It's not even linear.
No,
You
dude,
can't
I
follow.
was
There's too much
watching
shit
back in
going
the
on.
70s and it was just completely
Like
dumb.
if I wanted to get into Star Trek now, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Why would you do that?
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying if I did, I wouldn't even know where to begin
you
because, like, where do you start?
No, you shouldn't.
Now, Kyle, it's my understanding, I've heard through the grapevine, so I know this is true. You do an amazing William Shatner as Captain Kirk impression. Let's hear it.
I have no idea where to even start with that. I don't think I've even seen the old Star Wars in probably 15 or Star Trek in probably 15 years, so I wouldn't even know.
I was just saying it's one of the most iconic like impersonations people do because it's just so. It's probably Phil is probably the only person who would make it sound like everybody else's impersonation, but it's one of those that when people do it, you know what it is. Like I never watched the show, but I've heard that impersonation 1,000 times. So when people do it, it's so iconic, you know what it is. Even if you haven't watched the show, you know it's him.
That seems so peaceful and nice, but I didn't watch it. It does.
I didn't watch it either.
I didn't watch it. I didn't care. I don't even care about it.
No.
And they've remade it so many times, and I still don't care
and
about
different
it.
Incarnations, and I've missed it all.
No, like if somebody dressed up like Spock for Halloween, I know who he was,
Yeah.
but don't care about it.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Malfunction my ass. Like that was so staged.
I could
Like you just happen to wear a pasty just because.
I could be pretty rude at this point. I don't guess I'm
There's
going
no reason to be rude. I just think for them to call it as malfunction is just an insult to intelligence.
Nah,
Wardrobe malfunction.
It was a deal. I mean, that was.
I'm gonna have you naked
planned.
by the end of this song. Whip the titty out.
Where do you begin? It's going to happen. One of us is going to have a wardrobe malfunction, or even our producer may have a wardrobe malfunction because his
I
pants
think
just
that's
tend to fall
happened
down.
before.
It has happened
yeah,
before.
it wasn't
It's
a
true.
nip slip.
No, it
But
was like,
not yet, anyways.
I don't know. I didn't see myself in the person. I don't think I want to see that myself. But seriously, who did not see that coming?
You know,
It
she
had
was
to happen.
prepared. There was a sticker,
It
right?
was
So
totally
that was like on purpose.
set up. It was totally set up.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to do it right here.
I mean, I'm not saying that if I looked like Janet Jackson at that particular point in time, I wouldn't also prepare with the sticker and let it happen. But
when in Rome.
when in Rome or on the Super Bowl.
No malfunction about it. Planned to the T.
Yeah, I don't think there was a
Perfectly
malfunction.
executed.
I don't think there was a malfunction. But
I mean, I don't
got
know.
nothing to say about it. I mean, I don't.
Why? I think are you sour about it?
Why would I be? I'm not
Well, you
sour
just seem like
about
you're a
it.
little upset and you got.
I'm not upset about it. Why would I care? I don't care.
You like Janet Jackson? No.
Whatever. I could care less about any of it. It doesn't matter.
I'm not saying it matters, but
I lost money on a Super Bowl. What? I mean, I'm angry. I'm freaking angry. Right now, I'm angry because I did lose money on the Super Bowl. So
that particular one?
Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to do? The malfunction, I could care less. I lost $1,000. I could care less. Yeah, whatever.
Yep. I say if you make it happen, if you have a buzz that people are talking about for a long time, that's the way to do it.
She did make a comeback after that. So maybe we need to think about something that we should do right now to position ourselves to be bourbon stars.
I'm thinking a wardrobe malfunction would not be ideal for us. There's certain things you just don't want to see, and I'm thinking
Not
that's
in the
one of
coffee shop,
No.
people. This is a family place. We're not going to do it. Don't worry about it. Maybe later, though.
All right,
All I'm saying was is this was an iconic moment.
Why was it iconic?
Well, I mean, it was
Because I lost
money.
money. I lost money.
Get
You
off it, man.
understand
Let
that?
it go. How many years ago was this?
I don't know.
Do you remember from years ago the good times we used to know? Come on in, join the crew, raise your glass, get ready for some laughs about the past. It's time to reminisce. It's time to drink and think about what you have missed. Buckle up, get ready, my friends, for an entertainment ride where the fun never ends. Whether the topic is Play-Doh or Farrah's hair, by the end of the discussion you'll be glad